Okay. So this is Robert Newman. I'm with Pam Dent, and we are in a different part on the outskirts of Charlottesville. This is called a community called Western Ridge, and you can see that it's got a beautiful water feature. Pond is probably what they refer to it here. I call it a water feature, which is not correct. Pam's going to share some details about the neighborhood. The way that we're filming this content for those of you that are watching is that obviously Google Maps and other types of content providers can do on the ground kind of frame by frame images, but we've decided to do these videos and kind of add them into a website experience, and the objective here is merely to say there's a lot of driving involved when you're out looking at real estate, and we're trying to cut that down, not eliminate it, just kind of maybe make it a little bit less so that you don't have to get in your own car and look at all these various communities. Pam, my lovely client here, has been grown up here in Charlottesville. She's been here her entire life. She's helped build the playground furniture for some of the preschools that are in this area. She's definitely an area veteran, and sharing that experience about this area, you know, is one of those things Google Maps can't do. I think that people would probably find the most value out of these if they're outside the area and they don't know what all these neighborhoods look like and don't necessarily know what the differences are in terms of the communities. Like, do they have things like what are those called? Community centers and pools, because some of the places we've looked at have had those things, and other places have water features like this. Some of those water features, which Pam will occasionally call out, turn into ice rinks or skating areas, because that's where she grew up, one of the communities here. So anyway, with that, Pam is going to give us the details in terms of pricing and availability on the neighborhood, in case you have any curiosity. You're already here, you're already watching the video. You can find this stuff out online, but you might as well let her give it to you. And there's a tennis club, swim and tennis club. So this is one of the areas that has those kinds of features. We're catching it. Yeah, there's the tennis courts.
And there's a clubhouse, and on the other side is a pool.
So there we go. The other side of this is a pool. So this is the clubhouse, which is obviously just, well, they made it match the rest of the community. It looks like it's just another house. And there's the swim club over there, a little sign which is unreadable on the video, but that's what it said, swim club. So Pam, how many homes in this area sold in 2019?
All right, in 2019, 16 homes sold, and they sold from the mid 3s to the mid 5s.
Okay.
And there is currently one home on the market for $549. And we are right outside of the little town of Crozet. And you will find the area schools in Crozet, the elementary school, middle school, and Western Albemarle High School. So in this community, you are about 10 minutes from the schools, and of course, school bus will come in here and pick up your children. The Crozet is about 15 minutes outside of Charlottesville.
Mm-hmm.
It's to the west, nestled right in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, so there are beautiful mountain views, and there is grocery stores and drugstores and garden centers, and there's a gorgeous new library in Crozet. We've got restaurants, gym, and so all kinds of amenities in the little town without having to go into Charlottesville, but then it's a easy drive into Charlottesville for restaurants and work or whatever. So it's a good, convenient community, and for at what is a good price point. And we can see that it's trash pickup day because everybody has their trash cans out.
Did you cover the price?
Yes, I did cover the price.
I always forget that.
Yeah, so we're sort of mid 3s to mid 5s in here, mid 500s in here. So a lot of homes in the 400s and low to mid 500s.
So, as with everything that we're doing, that's book share. I love those things, little book shares, which has been a feature of a lot of these communities that we've looked at, which I love. I know it's such a small thing, but I always feel more at home when I find communities that are sharing books with each other. That's just a personal thing, which has nothing to do with anybody that's watching this video. But if you've enjoyed all this work that Pam has done, like these street kind of level tours, do her a favor, like the video. If there's something else that you'd like to see, please leave a comment. The entire reason that we're doing these videos is they're supposed to be useful, save people time, answer some questions that maybe they can't find answered someplace else. If not about real estate directly, then certainly about the areas that this real estate is located in. There's a lot of big employers out here in Charlottesville, Emerson, some other ones. Pam was just sharing a story about how Dave Matthews' manager has a music company out here.
Music Today.
Called Music Today. There's a lot of farms, operational farms in this area. There's something that Pam used to do for many years, which is she was a horse trainer. She has a horse business that actually she's turned over to her daughter. As she focuses on real estate full time, which she's been doing for a long time now. So, thank you for joining us on the tour. We'll see you on the next one.